We're getting ready to go live. We're officially live on Twitch, now TikTok, Rumble, and we are waiting for YouTube. We are currently waiting for YouTube. Let's see what's going on. Good morning to all my TikTok babes. Good morning, good morning. Let's see what's going on YouTube. Are we live? We are live. Welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto every single day. Today we're going to be talking about Ripple's XRPL network and how it crashed yesterday. And is XRP really decentralized? That's actually just the clickbait title because we got to discuss it. Plus, we have some very popular analysts that are suggesting XRP could hit like $15, whatever it is. But more importantly, we really will be focusing on the on what happened yesterday. And with the crypto press conference. It's pretty exciting stuff. And sorry, for some reason, I didn't get YouTube. I thought I had got YouTube public, but I didn't. I don't know what happened. Today was a super hectic morning. Lo had her, she had an award ceremony at school, and there was 3 different tiers that the kids got. One, you got all straight A's. One, you got 5 A's, and the rest of the grades had to be above a B-. And then the 3rd tier was you had to have everything above a B. So Lo actually was able to get the 2nd tier. And so she got 5 A's and then everything above a B-. So she's been working really hard to do well with her studies and whatnot. I'm very, very proud of her. Me and her dad are very proud of her. So this morning was a little bit hectic, and we're rushing all over the place trying to get there. And then she's got her talent show later this week. So yes, Desmond, we're going to talk about XRPL, what happened. Also, too, shout out to my channel member, Miss Gorgeous Alexandra. And then on TikTok, we've got, all right, we're just getting started on TikTok. Just getting started on TikTok. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get into the news and exactly what happened. Yesterday was a bullish day for crypto. Really a bullish day. I don't understand why people weren't as excited as I was. A lot of people were kind of just like, when it came to the news regarding the crypto press conference. I thought it was silly. But I'm super bullish. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's first take a look at the market, okay? A lot of people are pissed because the market looks like this, and they expected the crypto press conference to really pump price and everything was going to be okay, and we're going to go into this insane, crazy bull market. But that's not the way things work, okay? Now, taking a look at Bitcoin, well, actually, let me show you the daily. This is going to be the daily over here. Everything is pretty much in the red, which is good. Corrections are good. And yes, I know we did have a lot of volatility that did occur last over the weekend because of the Trump tariff. So apparently it was the Trump tariff crash. This is our weekly chart with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is staying between the 106 and $91,000 area. We could take a bit of a closer look. Let me go ahead and remove this. We could take a bit of a closer look and bring it down to the candle heads. So that shows consolidation between $104,000 and $93,000 realistically. Now, taking a look at the daily, we're in a downtrend. It's looking a little bit nasty here, like we're going to bounce off 94,000, but we might drop, we might not. I'm going to be concerned if we get down to about 89,000 to these swing wick lows. That's where I would kind of be a little bit concerned with. But again, you guys, there is that potential opportunity. Arthur Hayes is talking about it quite a bit, that we might see, a 30% correction to like $70,000 to $75,000 Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if that happens. Not at all. As far as Ethereum goes, Ethereum is trying to get back above 2,800. We're not doing so great yet. Solana is now trading under 200. Great, fine, fantastic. And I let you guys know that I picked up Link on the dip. Picked it up around like 17,000 or 17,000, around $17. The chart looks ugly right now. I will be buying more. I will be accumulating more, not partner with them, not financial advice, but it's just something that I would like to hold long term. XRP chart does look pretty gnarly, but again, it held on really strong above 268 for quite some time. Now we're currently trading about 247, and we might get a full retrace back to about 195, which would make sense with these swing wick lows and the support area, which again, if you're somebody that's super bullish on XRP, pullbacks are good. I do think XRP will continue to perform well this cycle. I'm not really interested in adding any more unless we get below $1. I'm not calling for a below $1, but at the same time, I want to, that's what I would like to get it. But again, the market doesn't care about me or my feelings. Now, as far as the total crypto cap, we are trading above 3.1 $3 trillion, which is amazing. And that's the thing is I don't understand why people are so bearish. I really, really don't understand why people are so bearish when it comes to what's happening right now. Okay. But at the same time, we talked about the possible volatility in Q1, Q2 of 2025, because we're going to get crypto policy. We're going to get changes. We're going to get regulations. We're going to get all these things happening. But I think a lot of people just get really, really complacent. And a lot of people think Solana didn't really crash. It went below $200. That's not bad. That's like a good thing. I think this is a super cycle. I think we're going to be in a super cycle for quite some time. And with that being said, be patient. Be patient. Manage your positions. You don't have to trade every move. You can dollar cost average. You can not trade at all, or you could just sit on what you have. So it's really up to you. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what happened with XRP, and then we're going to go ahead and cover all of the crypto things, okay? So over here, hold on, is this the, oh no, that's me. Okay, so this is from David Joel Katz Schwartz. He is the CTO over at Ripple. So the network is now recovering. We don't know exactly what caused issues yet, but a super preliminary observation. It looked like consensus was running, but validators were not being published, causing the network to drift apart. Validator operators manually intervened and chose a sane starting point after the last ledger anyone could have seen as a fully validated, and began publishing validations from there. This can be done without coordination, but always better to get the second or third opinions. Once the servers started seeing a few validators from a few sources, they were able to build enough consensus to pull the network over to a coordinated ledger stream after the last ledger and network managed to validate. This is all preliminary and might turn out to be wrong. So this is kind of what happened yesterday with XRPL. The blockchain had some problems. The last tweet over here, he says, it looks like as far as we can tell, only one validator operator manually intervened. It's still not entirely clear if that solved the problem or the network has healed. So the XRPL blockchain went down yesterday, had a little bit of problems. But again, quite a few different blockchains do this. You know, Solana's gone down as well. There was too much happening in the network. The blockchain couldn't process it. So we don't really know kind of what happened exactly. Story's still developing. But I want to ask you, do you think that XRPL is not centralized? CoinDesk came out with a report, I believe last week, basically saying that the XRPL was not decentralized. Also, too, this incident sparked concerns about transaction safety, but Schwartz clarified that no assets are at risk. So if no assets are at risk, and again, we still don't have the full report. And once we get the full report, I would like to know. But it did experience a 64-minute network halt. And again, it delayed about 88,000 transactions. They don't know the exact cause, but is this really a bad thing? Is it really a bad thing? Seriously, think about it. I mean, blockchains do have issues. I personally think that a lot of the products Ripple puts out, they're for bankers, they're for traditional finance. That doesn't mean that it's not a cryptocurrency. It doesn't mean it's not a crypto asset. It doesn't mean that it's not going to perform well. But I personally do think a lot of aspects of Ripple Ripple are centralized, and it's not a bad thing. I still hold it, and I'm not going to be getting rid of any of my stuff. I'm not going to. But again, Solana has gone down as well. There's been network problems with all kinds of stuff, and that's why you have developers, and that's why you have foundations that kind of manage these things. And with Bitcoin, they've got a big group of folks that are actively working as well. So it's kind of like it is what it is. But at the same time, we do know that there's a lot of positive things in the future for Ripple and the entire XRP army. One thing I'm going to remind you, and actually I'll remind you in a little bit. Because I think that does matter. But this story also came out, and it's XRP price analyst bullish on $5, which is the next, and then a long-term target of $18. So basically in this article here, a bunch of guys got together, say, hey, we think this is what XRPs can hit. Now, when we take a look at XRP technical analysis wise, over here, the chart doesn't look great. Okay. And for us to hit $5 from the current price, we would need to move up, we need to move up about 100%. Now, can we hit 100% hit $5 when I think that we really get like a real altcoin cycle and there's a lot more money that's getting put into the market? Because right now it's really much so everybody that's here. Once that happens, I think that we definitely will hit $5.89. Now, this story over here about a long-term target of $18, I don't know about that yet. I'm not gonna agree with that yet. Could that happen? Yes, but they're talking about a long-term target. And what did they say? When did they say that we're going to see that target? Short-term target 585, which I think 589 for sure because it's a psychological number. But they're talking about a long-term target of $18.22 in the potential next cycle. So there's that. There's that. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry. Stuff going on. Mom stuff, mom life. So anyways, that's what's going on with XRP. But I want to skip down to this. This is going to be from MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor posts big strategy day and he uses the Bitcoin symbol. Why is this relevant and why does this matter? Well, this is relevant and this matters because about 400 people watching over here. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. On Tiki Tacky. I've been a technical analysis. I've kind of started trading to my TikTok babes. I'm also too, I'm only going to respond to people who are channel subscribers because there's just too many folks. But this channel started off as technical analysis. I've been trading. I taught myself how to trade end of closer to like 2018. That's when I was like doing a little bit more trading, but that's where this channel started. I've always done technical analysis and I kind of shifted over to a more news stuff because I like that a little bit better. I like giving spicy takes, but yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about what kind of happened yesterday with the entire thing of the digital assets takeaway. So it was streamed on X. Literally it streamed right before they streamed right before I ended my stream just because I didn't know how long it was going to take. I had a bunch of stuff to do. Mom life, and smash the like. Now that being said, let's go ahead and cover what happened at the digital assets press conference. So stablecoin bill, which is very important. Why is the stablecoin bill important? I personally think, and again, this is just my opinion over here. Stablecoins, the stablecoin regulation will help essentially usher in a CBDC. I don't think it's a good thing. Some people are really excited about it. I think that the XRP did not fix itself. They had validators and they had people working on it. The network doesn't fix itself just like that. Generally, you have people that do that, and that's not a bad thing at all because it happens to a lot of other blockchains. So the stablecoin bill, in my personal opinion, is going to be like a CBDC. And eventually where it's going to come to that. I know President Trump promised no CBDC. I know a lot of these public servants say no CBDC, but it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. So there's that. That's just my personal opinion, but that's why I try not to get super excited over this type of stuff, you know? But anyways, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right. So Banking Senate Chairman Tim Scott says he plans to be as aggressive as possible and have bills through the Senate in the first 100 days. They want the House Financial Services, House AG, Senate, and Senate Banking Committee are forming a bicameral committee to lead on crypto regulation where they will prioritize stablecoin and market structure legislation. Market structure legislation, great. Stablecoin legislation, again, to me, it's a CBDC and it'll be RLUSD or USDC. I'm betting on USDC and this is going to be in the future, but it's coming and it is what it is. But I'm still bullish. I'm still excited, but just understand what's happening. Banking Chairman Tim Scott says we talked about that. Committees plan to build from FIT 21 bill from market structure through Senator Haggerty's new stablecoin bill that dropped as a starting point for new legislation. This Congress French Hill. Haggerty's bill most closely resembles Patrick Henry and Maxine Waters' bill from last Congress. I would just be really cautious, you guys. And I think that hopefully it is in plain English. Hopefully the stablecoin bill is not thousands of pages of long, and it is what it is. Now, stablecoin legislation is moving forward. But they're going to move on market structure. Tim Scott says he wants to discuss AML laws, which Democrat colleagues in broader sense, not just relates to digital assets. So AML laws are anti-money laundering laws. And really with a whole Operation Chocolate 2.0, AML laws have been done as a predatory practice on Americans, especially with crypto exchanges. The amount of information these exchanges ask for are a little bit ridiculous. They're targeting people, then they're reporting you to OFAC, they're closing accounts down, all these things. Coinbase is notorious for this. Gemini's done it as well. And again, I have no issue with, I've got no issue any way, shape, or form on like reporting things and, you know, providing things that they ask. But at the same time, when is enough enough? Like if you go and you look at Coinbase and you do a little bit of research with that, Coinbase is actually horrible when it comes to some of the things that they do and the predatory practices that they do. But I also understand that they do need to make sure things are safe and whatnot. But the way that crypto exchanges operate, there are a lot more there've been a lot more nitpicking as opposed to banks. That's just my personal experience. I get hammered from crypto exchanges, but I don't get hammered from my bank. It's the same transactions, especially when I move funds over from exchange X to my bank because I got to pay taxes. You got expenses, employees, overhead, those types of things, So to me, that's always like a little bit weird. So they're really kind of talking about stable coins and crypto regulation, etc. But the first thing that they're really going to pay attention to is going to be a Bitcoin strategic reserve. That's what David Sachs said. So a lot of people were super bearish on it. A lot of people were pissed. A lot of people are like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. But to me, this is bullish. Like, this is what we wanted. We wanted a pro-crypto president. We wanted a pro-crypto Congress. We wanted a pro-crypto United States of America, and we got it. So I don't understand why people are so bearish. And I don't understand why people are taking this as a negative thing. And they're not bullish and excited about crypto. Like, to me, it makes absolutely no sense. But let's go ahead and listen to this clip over here by Mr. David Sachs. Shout out to Canada. I love all of my Canadians that are nice people.
We're coming off, frankly, 4 years of arbitrary prosecution and persecution of crypto companies where the SEC wouldn't tell founders what the rules were, but then they would prosecute them. And many founders have even told me stories of being debanked personally just because they had founded a crypto company.
So over here, he's talking about, we're done with the lawsuits. We are done with the lawsuits. And the fact that people aren't excited about that and they're not like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is fantastic. Like the predatory practices in crypto are over. How could you not be bullish about that? Like for the long term. And it's weird how the market reacts. And it's weird to see the type of sentiment like on crypto Twitter and a lot of the other platforms. Like a lot of people, when I made the video on TikTok, everyone's like, oh my God, well, price didn't pump. This didn't age, blah, blah, blah. I don't understand. Like, you probably didn't watch the press conference, and that's why we're covering it today. This press conference was extremely bullish for the entire future of crypto. We're literally getting every single thing we want. We might not be getting it now, but a lot of you guys are impatient. I don't know if it's a TikTok brain rot that, that's forced us to get instantly, instant gratification of this society. But this is how politicians work. This is what they have to do. Just like the court system sucks and the court system takes forever for things. Like, this is how things work. You got to be patient and you got to look towards the future. I think it's wonderful. I'm excited. Like, I don't know what else to be excited. Like, I don't know how much more bullish I can get. And now this next story over here. Taking a bit to load. My computer's being cuckoo right now. Hope it doesn't shut down. Uh-oh, we're frozen. We're frozen. Okay. White House crypto czar David Sachs' first priority is stablecoin legislation. So we're getting that. We're going to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Then we're going to listen to this clip. We're going to be listening to some clips today. He says Bitcoin is an excellent store of value. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this. And I think Tiki Taki could hear too. Whoops. Whoops.
That's something that we're going to have to decide.
David, recast for us, if you will, the value of Bitcoin specifically, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology in general. As we're now in the Trump administration era, we're in the back half of the 2020s. Back 5 years ago plus, there was talks about, using it as a means of buying things. Now it's more about the store of value and the way, perhaps hedge against inflation in various currencies. What do you see as the real value and the reason why the United States government should be paying so much attention to it?
Well, I think there's a few different aspects here when you're talking about digital aspects. So first of all, you got Bitcoin. It was the first digital currency, and it's the original. It's the strongest one. In the parlance of the industry, it's the most lindy, meaning it's been around for over a dozen years now. No one's ever hacked it. No one's ever cracked the security around it. And so it is an excellent store of value. So that would be point number one. Bitcoin is run on, as you know, a blockchain. It's basically a distributed ledger, which is essentially a form of decentralized computing. And that platform can be used to create a lot of other types of products. And so that would be sort of technology area number two, is all the innovation that can be built on top of blockchains. And then that's something that
And this is why I like David Sachs, and I think he's the right guy for the job. He's just not a Bitcoin maxi. He is a technologist maxi. He is bullish on technology moving forward. And this is important because we want to have people representing us that are that we are that are standing up for everyone. And not just focusing on one product over the other. Yes, Bitcoin is queen bee. Bitcoin has been here longer than any other asset. Bitcoin is one of the most secure blockchains ever. Shout out to Gamer. But at the same time, we can't deny the innovation that's been happening on, with Ethereum or Solana or Cardano or VeChain or any of these other products out there. It's good. It's positive. We love it. We love to see it. It's fantastic. It's absolutely wonderful. So the fact that we have Mr. David Sachs, that's, our crypto guy, I like to see it. It makes me happy. Now this next little piece over here. CZ posted for fun. Why do people even ask if Bitcoin is a good store of value? And then over here, this is wonderful. So yesterday, this kind of snuck through and nobody was really paying attention to it. I was a little bit bummed about it. But Hester Peirce, yesterday during the crypto, I'm going to call it the crypto press conference, she tweeted. Let me actually go on my page over here. Oh, darn it. That was an important story. That's okay. This over here. She tweeted it really close to the time of the... really close to the time of the crypto press conference. She says, the crypto task force webpage is live. Join us and drive toward clarity, which I absolutely love. It's fantastic. But the cool thing about it is, we can take a look at some of these pages. But there's actually an email, a place where you can email the crypto task force for input. And I did that. And I would love for you all to do the same. I'm going to go ahead and put the email and what to do and how to do it, to email the SEC, the crypto task force, because I think it is very, 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 very important that we all do this. And I'm going to explain why it is. Okay. I'm going to do it to I could do it on the YouTube too. Okay. Anyways, why is this not doing? There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and get back into it over here. Okay. So with the crypto task force, I went ahead and I sent an email to them. And again, I want you guys to do this in a very, 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 very respectful manner. So I said this, please consider revising the accredited investor rule. This rule does not represent the ethos of Bitcoin and crypto. Retail and accredited investors deserve the same access to digital asset products and services. Wealth should not stop anyone who can read disclosures and is competent to have the same access to digital products and services. So I went ahead and I emailed them instantly. And I would like you all to do that too. Be very respectful. You can copy pasta what I said, put it into your own words. But there is... But the fact that we have open line of communication with the SEC now is absolutely amazing. So this link over here, if you'd like to work or meet with, if you'd like to meet with the crypto task force, request a meeting, or you can email them, etc. But basically, in the about, the crypto task force seeks to provide clarity on the application of the federal and securities laws to crypto asset market, to recommend practical policy measures that aim to foster innovation and protect investors, etc. So basically, the crypto task force, they want to engage with members of the public on issues through meetings, information requests, roundtable discussions. And I think this is absolutely amazing. There is an open line. There is an open line of communication between the SEC and between us now. And that's amazing. And between companies. So if you want to build a crypto company, yes, of course, you need to hire an attorney, do all that stuff. But you can actually work with your attorneys with the SEC now and come report and comply and do whatever it is they're going to do. And I think you're going to flood them with useless emails. They're busy. No, we're not. No. This is what we're not going to do on this channel. Okay. It is your obligation. Most of you are retail. It is your obligation to use your voice and to reach out. You need to email them because nobody is talking about the disparity in the wealth gap between accredited investors and retail investors. There's approximately 85% of Americans are retail. So basically the 15% get access to special products and services that you don't. Because the public servants in the government think you are poor and stupid, and that's not what the case is. Just because you don't have access to $250,000 per year, that's not your salary, or because you don't have over $1 million in assets, you should not be discriminated against based on your earnings. There are people that I know from these streets that are so much smarter than a lot of these trust fund kids or a lot of these, other people that have the accredited investor status, okay? Some people, and I don't even want to get into it because, again, I don't have an issue with rich people. I don't have an issue with rich people at all. I have an issue with the system. The system is set up to make people fail. So please email them. That's what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't go to email them and you don't let your voices heard, then what's going to happen? We're going to get crypto laws and regulation, and it's going to be for accredited investors. It's going to be for institutions, for the hedge funds, and you're going to get left out. The whole reason why Bitcoin was created, Bitcoin and crypto was created for the people, by the people, to transact freely 24/7, 365, to have access to every single, to have access to products and services that normally traditional finance got, that we weren't allowed to get access to loans. I don't know if you guys have looked into try to get a small business loan, but it's hard. And the network did shut down. It did. It wasn't working for 64 minutes. It's not fake news. Go research it. Anyways, back to what I said. Email them. Flood them with emails. Be respectful. Don't be a jerk. Don't say terrible things. But just simply say, please consider revising the accredited investor law. We're smart enough. We're educated enough. That's what I'm suggesting you to do. It's important. Because again, the best way to have your voices heard is by reaching out to your public servants and having a discussion with them. And again, if you want, things are going to be changing very rapidly in the crypto landscape. Very, very, very rapidly. And if you want to get left behind, you'll just keep your mouth shut. But you're going to have to act. And again, I'm not telling you to go out and protest. I'm not telling you to go be rude or nasty or whatever. I'm simply saying, send them an email and just say, hey, I'm a retail investor. I've been in crypto. I've been in Bitcoin. I'm confident. I understand about risks. I can take accountability for my actions. Please change the accredited investor law to include retail. We deserve the same privileges. That's why Bitcoin and crypto were created. And that's not a bad thing to do. This is what this is for. Most of us are not attorneys. We're not well-versed in the legal system. We can't really speak about policies, but we can tell them what type of policies to instill. And this is why we have freedom of speech in America. And this is why it's so important to use your voice in a respectful manner. Yes, are we going to get everything that we want to get? No. Are we going to, are they going to do everything we say? No. But at the same time, at least you made your voices heard for future generations, because the accredited investor law, it is predatory. I'm a very firm believer of being able to be self-competent, to being able to read something and understand the risk. And I think if there's proper disclosures, like on a decentralized exchange or taking out a DeFi loan or doing whatever it is, just a pop-up that says, hey, XYZ, you read it, you click it, you should be able to have access. Or maybe taking a literacy test and basically showing that you have basic understanding of risk management and how some of these systems work before you using it, how leverage works. There's not a problem with that. And if you think it's a problem, I don't know what to tell you. Then you shouldn't be in crypto. So that's just my personal opinion. I would love if you guys did that. If y'all don't want to do that, that's your business. But I think you should. I really, 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 really think you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Hold on a second. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. How do we do this? How do you block these people? Anyways. All right, let's keep on going. There's more stuff to talk about. So that happened. Communicate with the crypto task force. Do it. This also too, the journey begins. This is from Hester Peirce. This is her statement. So we're going to go ahead and kind of cover it a little bit over here. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I'm kind of going through the news the wrong way. That's my fault. All right. So the priorities of the crypto task force: which tokens fall under securities laws, identifying areas outside the SEC's jurisdiction, and issuing no action letters when necessary. Exploring safe harbor provisions for token assurances. And again, I told you guys, when Hester Peirce releases the Safety Harbor Act 2.0, and all that did was to say, hey, this is how companies should come in and register with us, blah, 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 blah. That's what it was. And again, what Hester Peirce and the pro-crypto administration or the pro-crypto bureaucrats over at the SEC, they've done more than Gary Gensler did in 4 years, which is sad. Okay, very, very, very sad. But again, they're talking about giving a place for companies to come in and register. Explore safety harbor provisions for token issuers, creating clear guidelines for issuers using Reg A or Reg crowdfunding, updating outdated framework, including special purpose broker dealer, DeFi, hello, establishing an appropriate custody regime, excuse me, for registered investment advisors, integrating crypto into the TradFi infrastructure like DTCC, enabling international crypto experimentation and collaboration. Pierce also said, and this is crucial. This is very, very important over here. Probably the most important piece that she dropped. The new commitment to a better regulatory environment should not be viewed as an endorsement of any crypto coin or token, regardless of whether those tokens fall within our tokens or coins fall within our jurisdiction. Commission never endorses any product or service. There is no such thing as an SEC appeal of approval. Spinning up coins and tokens is easy. If people want to buy a token or product that lacks clear long-term value proposition, they should feel free to, but should not be surprised if someday the price drops. In this country, people generally have a right to make decisions for themselves, but the counterpart to that wonderful American liberty is that equality, wonderful American expectation that people must decide for themselves and not look to mama government to tell them what to do or not to do, nor to bail them out when they do something that turns out badly. This is the administration that we have. This is the administration that we have, and this is a beautiful thing. Like she basically said, don't look to us, like just because we approve something or we give somebody a license, don't just buy it because we're doing that. Buy what you want to buy. Get what you want to get. And take responsibility for your own actions. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So it tells you kind of what type of regulation we will be seeing in the United States of America and the SEC's mindset. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I really, really do. So I'm excited. You should be excited. Everybody should be excited at what we're getting done. Also, too, we talked about that, the task force. That was me telling you guys, advocating. Also today at 12 p.m. ET, which I believe that already happened, there's a discussion with SEC Commissioner and former, with SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce and former CFTC Chair John Carlo. They're both crypto mom and crypto dad. So again, hats off to them. Also, too, over here, the SEC reassigns 50 lawyers and staff to reduce crypto enforcement. The SEC reassigns 50 lawyers and staff to reduce enforcement. So basically what the SEC is doing is they're giving you an opportunity to be responsible, to not be a dingo. They don't like meme coins. They're not a fan of that. But what they're doing is they're going to stop a lot of these arbitrary and capricious cases. And it's good. Because if they're not fraud and somebody didn't steal money or they didn't do anything illegal, and when we talk about doing things illegal, there's kind of like, you don't fund X, Y, and Z. You don't use crypto to buy illicit things. You pay your crypto taxes. You don't create and purposely steal money from people, fraud, those types of things. That's what they're talking about. And I think, again, they should go after people that lie or misrepresent things. I think they should go after people that are committing fraud, the bad guys. But other than that, like if you're not doing that, you shouldn't get in trouble. Like crypto companies act like small businesses. Most of them fail. And it's not because they're bad people or they're scammers or they're terrible, simply because running a business is hard and most small businesses fail anyways. So this is a good thing. We should be happy and excited. I love to see it. I love to see it. What else is going on? What else is happening? Yep. SEC outs top litigator who battled with crypto giants. Apparently he's getting reassigned to resigned its head of litigation to a job in its IT office, which is good. It's very positive and it's good. Basically, they're saying people are just not doing their job. And they're getting rid of them, which is good. Also, too, the FDIC just released 175 documents revealing its resistance to banks' crypto initiatives and hints at a revised supervisory approach. The reason why this matters and the reason why this is super, 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 super important is because of Operation Chocolate 2.0. When you debank somebody or when you debank somebody or when you tax them into oblivion, it's essentially a ban. And that was happening with crypto for a long time. And the banking contagion that we saw that happened with the Silvergate and the Silicon Valley Bank and all these other ones, that was a crypto, it wasn't a crypto failure, it was a banking failure. And they blamed it on crypto. So basically there was 175 documents related to banks involved or attempting to work with crypto related businesses, and they were released. Acting Chair Travis Hill revealed 25 letters sent to 24 banks, with most banks abandoning crypto activities after regulatory resistance, and banks face demands for more info, delays, or direct orders to halt crypto activities. Moving forward, the FDIC plans to replace 2020's regulatory guidance to offer clearer compliance pathway for crypto activities, and they will be working with the Presidential Working Group. This is bullish. This is exciting. This is what we want to see. So basically, there was an attack on crypto, and with the banks. And again, the reason why this is so problematic is if you want to have a business, operate a business in the United States of America, you really have to have a bank account, because you have to pay taxes, you do payroll, you got to do all these things. And you can't do anything in America without a bank account. So the fact that crypto companies weren't allowed to be banked, even though crypto is probably the most transparent thing ever, is absolutely ridiculous. Just a little bit ridiculous in my opinion. So I'm just here to tell you guys that this is a great time. You should be bullish. You should stop being upset about things and just look where we are now. Have a trading and investing journal. The market's kind of sucks right now. So maybe spend additional time educating yourself, researching a project you really like before dumping money into it. Go to investopedia.com. It's freaking free. Research technical analysis, learn about dollar cost averaging, learn what is an ETF, why does it matter, start educating yourself. I challenge you not only to write a letter to the SEC and email, basically demanding rights for the same rights for accredited investors and retail investors, but I also want you to spend 10 minutes a day educating yourself. Maybe learn about different layer 1 blockchains. Maybe learn about, reread the Bitcoin white paper, but really start educating yourself so that when things really start to get crazy, because I do believe we're in a super cycle, you're prepared. That's all. TikTok always wants a fit check, so we'll end with that. I'm wearing leggings, the Lululemon dupes from Amazon. This is a Guess floral sweater. It's from the thrift store. And this is actually one of my old postpartum tank tops I used to wear when I had low. Most people are stupid lazy. Yeah, they are. So we did that. We did our little fit check. Oh yes, ONDO. Really quickly with ONDO, I forgot. ONDO Finance launches tokenized platform for open on-chain access to U.S. securities. So that's really good. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to get going. Today's an early day for us. I've got to get a lot of stuff sorted because we've got like a crazy 2 weeks. We've got one of her, she got a lot of stuff going on. So we got to get ready for that. It's like going to be really, 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 really hectic the next 2 weeks for us. But it's good. She's closing one chapter. She's going to start another. And she does 4 extracurricular activities after school. So we're very, very busy people. And she's going to be adding another one, but she wants to do it. So I'm here to support her. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, and I will catch up with you. I got a video dropping at 3 p.m. PST, so go watch that, and I'll be live again tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. PST. Bye-bye.